I think one of the greatest tragedies in life is that it's easy to sound smart, especially when we're talking about past events. There's a saying, hindsight is 2020. In other words, everything is crystal clear and obvious when we look back in time. This happens on an individual level, but also institutionally. For example, I loved going to business school. I really enjoyed getting my executive MBA, but I always felt like the professors had one of the easiest jobs in the world because all they had to do 80-90% of the time was just talk about the past. And guess what? Business is really easy when you only talk about the past or when you only look at companies that have succeeded. To be fair, business school does give us some tools, but it doesn't do enough to train us on critical thinking or predicting and looking into the future. Rather, we're looking at models and things that have worked in the past. And everything is so freaking obvious when you're looking at history. So the next time you're learning something or talking to somebody and they seem extremely smart and self assured, just ask yourself or ask them to predict the future. With what you know about the past, can you make a credible projection into what is unknown? Because if you can't do that, if you cannot make that connection, then I would argue that knowledge is not very useful.